Hello, my name is Brandon, and welcome to a very special edition of Retro Reactions, a place where I normally experience amazing music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s for the very first time. But today we're going to be traveling all the way back to 18 days ago to listen to the full new album from my second favorite band of all time, The Cure, titled Songs of a Lost World. It's been a very long wait for us Cure fans. This is their 14th studio album and first new album since 2008. Wow, 16 long years. All songs were written and composed solely by lead singer, guitarist Robert Smith. Of course, he's been one of my biggest musical idols of all time. The album is already a commercial success, reaching number 1 in the UK and 8 other European countries. It was released at midnight of Halloween night, per Robert Smith's request. It deals heavily with life, death, and mortality, and has received much praise from the critics. It's also been compared to their masterpiece from 1989, Disintegration, one of the best albums of all time, in my opinion, a sublime religious experience when I listen to it. So I hope that's true. Several people have said it. Anyway, if you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the Retro Reactions community, where it's all amazing music all the time. And without further ado, let's get into it. I hear it's pretty dark, so buckle up. Okay, we'll start with the song Alone. still gets me all these years later. I'd say I first got into them around 1987, heavily in 1989, but we'll say 1987. What's that? 37 years. Wow. So much. They've done so much. They've been with me through so much. Those same feelings, those same vibes, still there, completely alive in 2024. Me almost 50 years old. Wow. You know, my experience with them is how a lot of you guys experienced bands like Pink Floyd from your youth, 50 years forward to now. This is what I would equate it to. Just simply stunning. What an opener. Yeah, so many of their classic elements on full display here. Of course, it was dreamy, it was grand, it was atmospheric, shades of dark and light coexisting, probably more dark in most of this album, I'm going to guess, but a nice balance, a nice flow. I have a feeling that all this will be a recurring theme in this album based on what I read. Plenty of darkness. Hopefully you guys enjoy such heaviness. I always have, I always will. Of course, they have many styles. They have funk, they have more poppy songs. I love those as well. So much with their long, almost 50-year career. Wow, just so much. But here, we're going to get a heavy, dark album, dealing with the things that he's been dealing with, death of his family, just facing his own mortality, aging, etc., something we all can relate to. Yeah, still completely The Cure in their sound. That's why so many love them. A lot of heavy sound here equals weighted emotions. I'm all here for that, as you already know. Plenty of sublime chords. This is how you open an album. They have so many amazing album openers. It didn't take long. The emotions came swelling in me after about a minute or so. What a beautiful song. In this one, we get their classic, super long introductions, minutes before Robert starts singing. They're really known for that. I love them for that. It really sets the tone, but it sets the tone for a long time. You just sit in that pocket. You take your time. You get in the zone. You enjoy it. And then he comes in just to elevate the song. Gotta mention, it's so amazing how Robert sounds almost identical in the way he sings to how he did 40 plus years ago, and that really helps keep the original spirit and vibe of The Cure alive and well here. This song was so reminiscent of so much of their earlier work. That's another reason I love it. I have a feeling the whole album's going to be that way. Yes, yes, yes. Gotta mention that keyboard sound. I'm pretty sure it was Roger's keys in the back doing these nice melodies. They almost sounded, offbeat, kind of a dun dun dun, and then a descending dun 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 dun, dun, something like that. It just really added to the song. Subtle, but a nice texture in the background. All right, moving on to the second song, And Nothing Is Forever.
wrap your arms around me with a murmur lullaby. There's a memory of the first time in the stillness of a teardrop that you hold me for the last time in the dying of the light. I know that my world is growing old and nothing is forever. I know that my world is growing old, but it really doesn't matter if you say we'll be together, if you promise you'll be with me in the end. You'll be with me in the end. Close beside me in the silence of a heartbeat.
Wow. A perfect journey of a song. It's like it starts quiet, it blossoms to this beautiful, not too big of a song, but bigger, and then it kind of closes up at the end. Wow, beautiful. Again, classic Cure. It was really nice to hear, the piano and strings open up the song. I was hoping for a song with those two elements. This one definitely had a much happier tone. I wrote down, I don't think it will stay there the whole time, ? It actually did. Wow. We get more of the classic Cure musical cadences that they're known for, that I love, again, throughout the decades in their music. Hard to pinpoint, but when you hear it, you just know it. It's something they do so well. Also, classic Cure chord progressions kind of ties along with the cadences that I just mentioned. Wow. This one very much reminded me of Disintegration, that 1989 album. In fact, it could easily fit on that album, theme-wise, sonic-wise, etc. Then the beautiful lyrics kicked in. He sang it beautifully. I wrote down, this is an ethereal love song. Robert sure knows how to write perfect love songs. Of course, he has the hit song titled Love Song, which is amazing, of course, because he wrote it for his wife, and they're still together all these decades later. That's also amazing. He just can do, so many genres, but romance for sure, dark romance. It's so beautiful. Yeah, it's such a romantic song. I love that it stayed in that happy place through the whole time. It made sense once it was over, you know. It's all about hope and love of someone. And they close out that journey again by bringing the piano and strings back. Beautiful journey, but I love that it was such a long outro. Again, they let us sit, reflect, just enjoy it all for a long time. Nothing rushed. All right, next up, A Fragile Thing. More piano.
the end.
I love that that one was so different from the first two and completely called back a different album, a different era in a strong way for me. I just love the song as a whole. Maybe one of my favorites because it was more upbeat, but still so much sadness. I love the piano. We got plenty more piano. I love the thick bass by Simon in the beginning, probably throughout the whole song, but he was really shining in the beginning. I love those slightly menacing electric guitars and drums that came in. Wow, it just led to a great journey. Again, different from the first two. Even the vocals different. Robert was singing in another one of his, classic brooding tones that he used in the past. He's also actually a pretty versatile vocalist, just in his own way. He sang so many ways, and now here on the album, he's already sang at least 2 different ways. The vocals and the vibe here sounded so much like their 1992 album titled Wish, in my opinion. It's so cool that we're getting these callbacks, not just these callbacks, but these ultra strong, immediate references, nothing subtle. This one sounded like it could easily have been on Wish. Further proof that his voice really hasn't changed much. The Wish album was 32 years ago, and the fact that he could sound exactly the same recently is incredible. I loved all the instrumentation from start to finish in this one, but the chorus, so catchy, really enjoyed that. I love that it was lively, but still so much sadness. Obviously, I was really focusing on the words, something I don't do much, so I know this is more of a breakup, losing love type of song, showing that love can be fragile. Wow, incredible. They can do dark, slow sadness, but they can also do lively sadness, as proven here. Okay, really curious about the next one due to the title. It's called War Song.
Burning deep inside.
Wow. Wow. Yet another vibe. So impactful, so poignant, so uneasy to listen to, so relevant. Always has been, always will be. Wow, that was intense. Again, callbacks to other Cure songs. Wow. Really surprised by that one. It makes sense. You know, I saw it was a short one. I was looking at the time counter. At first I'm like, I wish this was much longer. But towards the end, I'm like, I think this is perfect because it packs such a punch. That's all that's needed. The 3-4 minutes, whatever it is, I can't see, but it's like the perfect length. It's so much to take in. So it makes sense that they're not going to drag it out, which they could have, but I like it at this length. It was still quite the stunning, intense journey. More disintegration references with the beginning keyboard chords. I'm trying to figure out what instrument. Sounds like almost a hybrid of a violin, a horn, and an accordion, something like that. Really unique tone. Again, referencing the End of Disintegration album. But overall, super heavy sound, huge sound, scratchy guitar. Wow. Callbacks to so many of their songs. I just loved it. I'm pretty sure this is directly referencing war. I only heard a few of the lyrics, but it all makes sense the way it's presented. So almost tragically, so uneasy, like I said, but it's still rewarding to listen to. The electric guitar, wow, Robert, the star of the show here. Actually, I'm not sure if it was Robert playing or Reeves Gabrels. They're both amazing guitarists, but those guitars, maybe they both were playing insanely good. They were wailing, crying for help, screaming for help. No limits, you know, full of pain, full of desperation. The way they were being played so intensely, these crazy melodies, just love them. And then Robert comes in with yet another vocal tone that he's done so much in the past, that really belting, urgent, strong delivery that he's done in songs like Fight, Burn, The Kiss, etc., etc. Just amazing. Wow, it's going by pretty fast. Only 8 songs in this album, but I'm so grateful that so many of them are long ones. The next one is called Drone, No Drone. Definitely the most different sounding Cure song yet on this album. That was a classic ending right there. He just kind of boom, drops his last vocals, and then the instruments kind of linger about, leak around. I don't know. You heard it. You know what I mean? They've done that before. But this one, modern sounding, sounds like new Cure, the only one so far, and I loved it. Of course, there were callbacks like the ending there and that piano, dun, 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 very reminiscent of one of my all-time favorite songs, From the Edge of the Deep Green Sea. I love that reference. Really love the groove, the dark vibe to this one. Actually had me moving, I think, the most out of any of the songs so far. And this song would completely slaughter live in concert. I hope they do it. I believe they're touring starting next year in the fall. I have a feeling they'll do hopefully most of this album, if not all of it, because everything I've heard is amazing so far. There were so many interesting, crazy sounds here just surrounding me. Guitars and probably other sounds surrounding me with reckless abandon fit the vibe perfectly. Then the guitars at the end, insanely good. They sounded cocky, angry a little bit, like they were literally spitting out their melodies. Wow, so insanely cool, whether it was Robert, Reeves, or both of them. This song could easily be a single. I don't know if it was or will be, but in my opinion, it's so strong. I know people that would adore this side of the Cure. All right, now on to I Can Never Say Goodbye. Oh.
dangerous line. Something wicked this way comes to steal away my brother's life. Something wicked this way comes.
Ah, I see. So they waited till close to the end to just yank the tears out of me. That was beautiful. I gotta be honest, I love them so much. As you know, I was a little hesitant seeing all these reactors give it such glowing reviews. And, the critics, I'm like, really? There's been other albums in their later career that I haven't gelled with quite as much as their, loads of earlier albums. But I see now why people are calling this a masterpiece. I've loved every single song. I already know I'm going to love the last two. Wow, what a journey. So powerful. The rain and thunder, so fitting. I really didn't think we'd get that on this album. This one was slow and moody, pure heartache through the music, the beautiful music. And again, so reminiscent of Disintegration yet again. And I am so, so happy about that fact. I told you I kept reading that in reviews. I almost didn't believe it because Disintegration is a masterpiece album, but I'm hearing so much ties between the two. And again, that makes me so joyous. First tears shed on the album, and I was completely lost in the beauty of this one. It was so soft. Wow. I'm sure some of the other songs are as well, but this one is clearly about death. So much emptiness, hopelessness, surrender, and the emotions and vibes of the music. This is obviously the song about the death of Robert Smith's brother. I don't know when he passed, fairly recently, I'm guessing, in the last few years. And, the heartache and the beauty is all channeled into this song since it's something that he went through. I'm sure they were close. So that's why it's so powerful and hit me so hard. Because we can all relate. Clearly, we've all lost people dear to us. And maybe that's why it hit me so hard. But of course, the beauty of the instrumentation, of course, always helps with my emotions ramping up like that. I'm sure some people out there would find the piano repetitive since it was playing the same melodies, I think, throughout the whole song. But to me, I loved it because the repetitive nature of that piano just reinforces the endless sorrow that comes with losing someone. Yes, it might get better over time, but it's always there. It never ends. It repeats, especially when you think about it. Okay, now on to All I Ever Am. Okay, another different vibe. I think I'm trying to figure out what era this reminds me of. Not Disintegration, something later in their career, either late 90s, maybe something off Wild Mood Swings, or definitely the 2000s, but still emotional, really nice to hear. Another great journey. Great to hear Jason Cooper shining on the drums at the beginning and the end of the song especially. You know, they kind of gave him not a solo, but his drums were forefront, not too much else going on, so he was really shining there. Of course, he's an amazing drummer in my opinion. Another lively beat to this one, but still full of light and dark emotions. Like I said in the beginning, coexisting perfectly. This one, the chorus, my favorite part of the song by a clear mile, was really great. I'm also loving the delay on Robert's vocals, especially on this one. Heavy delay, you know, a lot of time in between, repetitions of his words. It's happened in several songs on this album, and it's not something they did too often in their career, so really appreciate that as well. Kind of a new element for this album. Really enjoyed that lengthy electric guitar solo. Again, they let their sections breathe for a long time. Some great bass work in there as well by Simon Gallup. Wow, much to love. Not my favorite of the album, but still super strong and super enjoyable. And here we are already at the end of the album. This last one is titled End Song, appropriately. It's very long, over 10 minutes. They know how to do great openings, great closings, so I have high hopes for this one.
and dreams I had, and all I had to do. And wondering what became of that boy, and the world he called his own. I'm outside in the dark, wondering how I got so old. It's all gone. It's all gone. Nothing left of all I lost. Now it feels wrong. It's all gone. It's all gone. It's all gone. No hopes, no dreams, no more. No, I don't belong. I don't belong here. It's all gone. It's all gone. I lose myself in time. It won't be long. It's all gone. It's all gone. It's all gone. Left alone with nothing. The end of every song. Left alone with nothing. The end of every song. Left alone with nothing. 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 Nothing.
Wow. Was wondering how it was going to end. A nice fade down, kind of a sizzle there. Wow. What a journey that was in and of itself. I knew it would be. But it all made sense by the end when you put it all together, especially the lyrics. Definitely, maybe the most powerful song on the album. Such a big message, such a relatable message, such an almost tragic message, but something reality that we all have to deal with and go through at some point. So we get Jason and Roger leading us off with the amazing drums and keys. Beautiful. This song will definitely have time to breathe and unfold, and it completely did. 100% successful. And yes, the final song on the album is the final callback to the Disintegration album. Several of the songs were. I already told you how much that fact makes me so happy, how everyone who said so was absolutely correct. A nice slow build here up to that huge ending. They had the time. I loved it. Very easy to get lost in this one. Of course I did. This is one of those lay on the bed and drift away types of songs. Such a strong closer. It really sums up, the ideas of the whole album perfectly. Wow. It truly is the end, the end of life he's talking about, the aging process, and the end of the album. It was full and heavy sounding, but still at the same time, kind of a soothing drama about it. I love that mixture, a perfect balance yet again. This one is so majestic. It can definitely go on the epic transition from life to afterlife playlist. And when the vocals came in finally after the 50% mark, might I add, which is epic in and of itself, once again we get Disintegration style vocals. Yes, yes, yes. But once I started really paying attention to the lyrics, I mentioned by the end it all made sense. The lyrics are so crucial for the whole journey of this song to make sense, and boy, were there some powerful lyrics here. The lyrics make the song so much more than it already is. Clearly, he's talking about aging. I wrote down a few of the lyrics. Wow, just pure hopelessness. Some of what he sang were the words, "It's all gone, no hopes, no dreams, like there's nothing left." Wow, that's where the hopelessness comes in. So powerful, so unbelievably powerful, and again, relatable. I think so many of us have similar feelings, maybe to different degrees throughout our life, not only in old age, but also middle age, like kind of what I'm going through when I reflect on the memories and the things that I can never get back, that I can never have again. It just hits at different times, at different ages. And then appropriately, the guitars and keys just ramp up into the heavens in that big coda. Again, the end of that long, long journey of this song up to the top, up to the heavens. Wow. One of the most interesting and poignant lyrics were towards the end. I believe he was singing "Left alone with nothing," the end of every song. I think those are so cool because I've never heard anyone, put it that way, actually put the fact that a song is over. Yes, you can replay it, but just in his world, the song is over, it's done, it's finished, there's emptiness, especially if you loved it. I think the end of a live concert is a better example because when it's over, it's done. You can't really experience it again unless you're going multiple nights. But you know what I mean? It's that kind of feeling. And he puts it, speaking about music, speaking about songs, and then tying it to life in general. That was really clever. Yeah, so overall, an amazing, beautiful journey. I couldn't have wanted more. Every song was excellent. Everybody that I read, saying that it was a masterpiece, an amazing album, they were all correct. I'm so happy about that. Again, I love all the callbacks. I think I mentioned many. Just amazing. So satisfying a journey. It's funny. I recently decided not to give ratings to my top 5 favorite bands of all times, like with Tears for Fears. But it's so clear to me after one listen that this is a triple platinum record award album. No hesitation whatsoever. And it's clear that none of these amazing gentlemen have lost even 1% of their talent. Wow, it was on full display. In fact, they probably gained since, the past. What a career, what a journey. So thank you so very much to the legend himself, the man I wish I could meet in real life, but probably never will. I don't think it's in the cards for this lifetime for me. But thank you, the amazing Robert Smith, and your amazing fellow bandmates, Simon Gallup, Roger O'Donnell, Reeves Gabrels, and Jason Cooper. Yes, thanks to all of you and also all the other members that have been in The Cure over the decades. Thank you for these 37 years of brilliance, of being in my life, getting me through high school when I discovered you. Actually, a little before that. But anyway, getting me through high school in an amazingly strong way, and then gracing my adult life with your beautiful darkness, your beautiful light, all the other genres that you've given me. Wow. Thank you a million times over. Until we meet again in concert, I hope. All right, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it to the end. I really hope you enjoyed all this album, or at least some of the songs. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below. If you wish to chat about these, I would love to know which one is your favorite, or if you have a few. Anyway, you take care, stay safe, stay hydrated, and remember to let peace, calm, and light into your precious life. And I'll see you next time. in the past.